Okay, so my last thing I'm going to talk about from this week is the aggression. Um, so I feel like aggression has become like super common. I mean, obviously I don't know what it was like before my time and stuff, but I just feel like it's common. And I feel like it's really common also in just like everyday things that you like don't even realize that is considered like aggressive. Like for example, like road rage, like if someone cuts you off or does whatever, like you just get like so pissed and like want to freak out and stuff just over like the smallest thing. And I know I definitely have really bad road rage, even though in my head I'm like that was like affected my life for like 0.5 seconds, like it doesn't even matter. But I just get like worked up about it if I like almost get in a wreck or something and it was like someone cutting me off or doing whatever. Like I just feel like there's a lot of like normal things that just like happen all the time that like people get aggressive about, but like you don't realize it until you think about it. Like road rage, it just seems like a lot of people like get pissed if someone does that, but it's like kind of like an aggression thing, I think. And just uh, like super short fuses. Like that's how I am when I'm driving. I like get pissed all the time, and I know it's stupid and nothing to even waste my energy on, but I just do it. um, I feel like there's so much violence going on all the time. Like if you turn on the news, there's like 100 stories of like different types of violence that's like going on in the world and stuff. Like, it's just like so common for like even these days, like school shooting. Like obviously that comes from like aggression and stuff. Like, and then there's just like murders and stuff all the time, or like just violence everywhere. And I feel like that like comes from aggression, like any type of violence. Um, and it's really sad. Uh, I think that one thing that is like not good for violence and aggression is all like all of the TV shows, movies, and video games these days. Like there's just so much violence on everything. Like there's so many movies where just it's constant like violence throughout the whole thing. Um, I feel like most video games are some type of war, like shooting, fighting, like something like that. Like I grew up with an older brother, and all of his video games were like Call of Duty, like shooting, fighting games and stuff. And I feel like kids get like super into those, and then it just makes it like that's just like something that they see all the time, and it just seems like obviously not normal life because it's a video game, but like I just feel like the video games and movies and stuff just are not super good. Like, just how much violence and stuff they show and fighting and all that, it just is like, it's just bad. And I feel like it makes like aggression and violence kind of like just a normal thing in the world where it shouldn't be. Like, there's just a ton of like violence and stuff that goes on all the time. And I'm sure obviously there's always been like violence and stuff, but I just feel like that all those things like kind of make it like more normal than it should be like in the world. I know they're just like video games and movies and stuff, but like still I just feel like it like puts those like thoughts into like, kids' heads and stuff, and not even just kids, everyone, like that's just a normal thing that we're like always around. It's always in movies, video games and all that. So I think that aggression is like definitely big um, in people's lives these days, and that it sucks, but it's just like how it is.